Good morning. This morning I'd like to talk about 5 things that I really enjoy about homesteading or the homesteading lifestyle. The first thing I would like to say is that the work is extremely rewarding. Sometimes it's very hard, sometimes it's very physical. Nonetheless, at the end of the day, it's extremely rewarding. When you get down to the dinner table and you are eating the vegetables that you've grown, you're eating the salad that you've grown, the lettuce, the tomatoes, green beans, carrots, everything that's on your table, you've had your hands on directly. You didn't just get it from the grocery store or wherever. You actually put the time in to put the irrigation system in, to water them daily, to feed them, to take care of it. And now when you finish, it's something that you've put time and effort into, and something that you put time and effort to is always holds more value than something you've not. Um, you can you can just see, taste, and feel the difference when you're looking at the work or you're eating the vegetables you've grown or whatever it is. Hi, I'm Tracy, and this is Working Man's Revolution. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. The second thing that I would like to point out is that you know everything that's been put into your food. You know there are no preservatives, you know there are no additives or colorings or anything else. You know the day you planted your green beans, you know the fertilizer, whether that be compost, whatever it may be, you know exactly what's gone into your vegetables, your meat, your milk, your eggs, whatever it may be. If you have dairy cattle, you know what you're feeding them, you know what's going into them, you know what is in the product that you're drinking. You know the feed you're giving to your chickens or your ducks. So the eggs, you know how fresh they are. You know that you picked those up this morning when you let the ducks or the geese or the chickens out. You know how old those eggs are. Number three would be that at the end of the day, you can see exactly what you've accomplished. Many times working in the corporate world, you do a report, you do some research, you send the paperwork up the chain of command, and you never see it again. You may hear about it, you may not hear about it. You don't know what happens to it, and it's sometimes it's very difficult to do that day in and day out, and not knowing if what you're doing holds any value. Whereas in homesteading, you know the value that it holds. You know that building this new stretch of fence is going to allow your cattle, your goats, your chickens, whatever, into a new pasture. You know that fixing this plumbing is going to ensure that you have consistent water to your animals. You know that fertilizing your tomatoes, your green beans, your asparagus, you know that even though it's January and you're not going to grow until, start growing until April and May, you know that that's still going to have an effect on your soil, which is going to have benefits, and you're going to reap the rewards later in the year. Number four would be there is no set time frame that you have to accomplish anything. You don't have a time card you got to punch in, punch out, anything like that. Typically, we start early. Typically, as soon as the sun's coming up, you're letting animals out. You're ensuring everybody's got food, everybody's got water, and you're taking care of projects. There are some time frames, water projects you typically want to have finished before winter. Gates, if you're repairing some fence, you want to finish that up before dark, just so the animals stay where they're supposed to stay. But overall, you don't have a set time frame that, well, this has got to be done by Tuesday. There really is no set time frame. If you're working on, I don't know, building a new corral, you may want that to be done by, the time you plan on weaning calves. That's a great time frame to have that set for, but it doesn't need to be set for, okay, 3 o'clock Tuesday afternoon, this has got to be finished. Many times I've said in another video, many times you work on what has the most important value to you. Say, for example, you are building a corral, you're going to open up a new area of pasture, whatever. You're going to wean calves or whatever. You may be working on that and thinking you're ahead of the project, but if the water pump goes out, well, we're going to have to hold off on the new corral. We've got to work on the water pump right now because it holds more value and is more important. Number five is really important to me. As I age a little bit, I have less time for drama and everything that's kind of going on in social media and that kind of thing. I've always loved animals, and this kind of a lifestyle, the homesteading lifestyle, you have all the time in the world to interact with animals. One of the things I love about animals is they don't have an agenda. They're not trying to manipulate you so that they can earn money from you, or maybe rent something from you, or borrow something from you, or anything like that. Animals have no specific agenda. They need fed, they need waters. Other than that, they aren't trying to take advantage of you or manipulate you in any way. So their interactions with you are very pure, and I love working with animals. It's such a joy every day to see the animals that I'm feeding and taking care of to grow, to mature, to develop, um, to become adults, basically. And it's just a very, very rewarding aspect of the life for me. Those are just a few of the things that I really enjoy about the homesteading lifestyle. There are so many more things that I love, that I enjoy spending time doing. But these are just some of the things that I enjoy. I hope that you can take something away from this and say, that sounds like something that I would enjoy. Uh, I hope that I hope it helps. Have a great day.